Hello and welcome. Welcome to a moonology reading of the new moon. It's lovely, isn't it? Lovely sound to start the reading of the new moon on January the 13th, 2021. So we'll have a look at what personal energies are going to be happening this year for those of you who are going to listen. So, Pluto and Saturn have gone conjunct as we do this reading. 5 AM London time, the new moon in Capricorn arises. So with Saturn being responsibility and Pluto being death, we need that responsible time of renewal. Perfect time for renewal. When we're responsible for our self-worth and our self-dreams and desires. Setting out good intentions is a great idea. The new moon, the new year, wow, age of Aquarius and Capricorn going into a very workaholic stance will bring about a sense of self-worth, hopefully. But let's see what the cards have to say for you at the moment. So, do a few cards for you and see what's arising for you. So, you can do your own wee reading for the new moon, and you can light your own candles and have good intentions, and maybe use your singing bowl just to clear away all the negative aspects of last moon. So let's have a look what's going on. So we have a time of new moon in Virgo. So we have a very healing, loving aspect. It says a time to give rather than take. This is a great time. So when we meditate on this card, what can we give? So when we look at our blessings book, we can write in it what we need to give. Do we need to share our time with other people? Do we need to love more? We need to give of our heart and put down those barriers. Virgo is a very practical sign and very earthing, and maybe we need to give to the earth. The moon is just bringing in that goodness, that springtime, that fantastic abundance. So Virgo being the sign of love and beauty, what can we give to the world? What could you add into your personal space to give, to honour? That is a beauty, and that's almost like giving to yourself. When we feel happy about ourselves, we can give to others. So when we have that newness in Virgo, we can look at all what's practical. Where are you growing your job? Where are you growing that abundance? Maybe a good sign is to buy a plant. Buy a plant and put it in your success corner, in your wealth corner, and see it grow into that wonderful aspect. You are actually giving clean air to that space. So it's helping the planet too as well. So this is at the top of your reading. It's almost what you need to portray. So do portray giving rather than receiving, but it's the same, isn't it? So subconsciously, what are we going to go? Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. So you can see the top and bottom of the situation is very earthy, very grounded indeed. This is a good foundation, and stability is really good. When it says prosperity lies ahead, it does, because when you give of yourself and give to others, that will set up the new energy of value and self-worth. So Taurus will be very sturdy and very precise with what they want. the new moon isn't quite crossing the Chinese astrology year of the ox, the golden ox. Close enough. So we've got that Taurian bull, and the year of the ox is coming up. So prosperity and sturdiness. So you'll probably find, if you do give of yourself, that a steady flow of income and a steady flow of stability is going to arise within your life. So what financial good intentions could you write down and kind of, you know, really make that happen? I actually do a nice abundance spell. If you do look in the playlist, you'll find under love spells, I've done a love spell and a prosperity spell. So maybe those two spells could be really good. It's not really a spell, even though I've written a spell out, or a poem, good intention. It's about really putting your focus on what you need to focus. But money and stability is one of those great things to actually do. So what's going in the slight past? Well, in the slight past we have this balsamic moon and a time for healing. So perhaps you've felt that healing time. Maybe health has been thrown about so much last year that you're bored of it. January has always been one of those cleansing times of the year, when we go on fasts, when we go on diets, when we have those new good intentions. So carrying on from that is one of those healing aspects. On a daily process we need to heal, and that's what the body does. But our mind and our heart never quite gets there. So the intention, when we're setting our good intentions for the new moon, what are we doing away with? The death planet. And what are our responsibilities? It is down to health. Health of self and others. So a kind word and a smile never goes amiss. So that's really good, isn't it? What's moving into your life? Ooh, take time to breathe out. We're here. This emanating moon that is wobbling. So we can wobble. We can wobble when we're faced with death. We can wobble when we're concentrating on health and those issues. And we certainly can wobble when the question of our finances and stability is at hand. But if you set your intention and see it within your mind's eye and really manifest it, it doesn't have to wobble. Yeah. So when we get told prosperity lies ahead, then that's really good. So we don't have to be too concerned, because we need that belief and steadfast ability here with our Taurus friend, or bull, to actually do it. So we can breathe out and go, everything's been taken care of. So absolutely fantastic. And the pivot of your situation, the full moon in Sagittarian, wonderful. So in this new moon phase, when we write our intention, one of these good things is to look at the wholeness of what's going on within our life. We need to be like the Sagittarian and aim for what we want. So when we look at the earth surrounding this fantastic Jupiter of expansion and luck, we can see the responsibility has always remained in our home, the earth. So the Virgo and the Taurian are trying to team up with the new moon in Capricorn, another earth sign. So you have all the earth in this new moon. So I would perhaps suggest to you, definitely 100%, buy a plant. Or if you're one of these people who write out spells, instead of burning it or putting it under the candle or whatever you do, is bury the spell, because we're very earthy. We need to pay attention with the earth. Maybe you'd like to cleanse your crystals or make a crystal grid around some earth. We are of earth, and to aim for that is very essential. So maybe you can do a blessing for your home, which is the earth, and maybe you can send it a lot of love, unconditional love to the earth, because remember, it's a time to give and not take. So we need to put back into the earth what we've all as generations have taken from it. So for generations to come, we need to expand our consciousness about still looking after the earth. Pluto is death, and things always do die and change and transform. It's nature. But our responsibility to move into looking after earth and who we are as people is by its very nature the best thing to do. So I wish you all the best in the new moon in Capricorn, and moving on to the full moon of the wolf. Whoa, that's going to be exciting, isn't it? Wow. So do check out my other playlists, and I'll see you next time. Lots of love to you. Enjoy the new cycle.